And good morning. Welcome back to NeelyFX. My name is Michael Neely, and this is the channel where I talk about foreign exchange trading, prop firm trading, and in general just helping you become a better trader and helping me become a better trader at the same time. Trading is something I've been interested in since the late 90s, and that's when I first got into it, and now that's what we're doing now. I also want to remind you that if you like this channel, then go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. If you want to see more of these videos, then subscribe to the channel, and YouTube will let you know when I put out more videos like this. Let's see. So with this, it seemed like there were some other things I was going to talk about, but I can't think of what they were. So let's go ahead and since we're talking about putting money at risk and you need to know about these risks, let's talk about them. Let's see. First, this channel is for educational and entertainment purposes only and does not constitute trading or financial advice. I am a professional trader, not a broker, trading my own capital. I do not solicit funds, manage client accounts, nor do I hold CFTC or NFA registration at this time. I have held NFA registration in the past. Forex trading is highly speculative with a high risk of losing some or all of your investment capital. Only trade with funds you can comfortably afford to lose. And something else I do want to mention is that I've been doing this for quite some time, and it is still just a source of intense interest for me. So the CFTC risk disclosure goes like this. Forex trading carries a high degree of risk and may not be suitable for all investors. The high degree of leverage can work against you as well as for you. Before trading Forex, consider your investment objectives, experience, and risk appetite. You could sustain a loss of some or all of your investment capital. And something else you want to also keep in mind is that if I mention something about an entry price or an exit price or a trading strategy or something like that, that does not constitute trading advice. That is merely my opinion and possibly something that I do with my money. You do not have to do the same thing with yours. And those are also, sometimes I'm playing with funds that are not mine, so we don't talk about that. For example, this account right here, this is not that one, this one. This is more of a, I'm not going to call it a fictitious account, but this is a trading account. This is my May Traders Cup with Audacity Capital. This is the DX trade platform, and this is not my $120,000. That is a fictitious amount of money that they give me to play with so I can work on my skills as a trader. So let's see. Let's go ahead and see what's going on today. Well, first let's talk about me some more. Here is my MetaTrader 4, my MQL5 platform with my two very nice little EAs in there. The first two I built, those were built from scratch. I'll be updating those a little bit because they're not giving me quite the results I'm looking for. The MetaTrader 5 one is definitely not giving me the results I'm looking for. The MetaTrader 4 version has a profit factor of like 12, but it only trades like 6 trades in 5 years or 4 years the last time I tested it. So we need to work on those and get those up to a different version. And also, you can also check out the Trading Forex for Profit. This is my website where I track my trades and track my accounts. And for example, there's the MetaTrader 4, or there's the my DX account. And as you can see, I am not doing very well on this. This is my performance. Session performance, win rate by pair, trading calendar, and you can and also a little chart that shows you whether you're trading well or trading badly. So we've got that going on. What else? Profit from challenge. I am down on that, so that is got a profit target of 10%, and I am not there yet. As a matter of fact, I have another losing trade to add to that right here that happened yesterday. My Euro trade that I got into, which is way up here. I was looking for a bounce off of 117. It did not happen. So it is diving down to 116.34 now. Very nice pin candle forming right here. And we also have the... Oh, did that finish running? It did. It did finish running, and that is not the result we were looking for. I have a profit factor of 1.44 on that latest run, so we need to work on that a little bit. But here is the screen I'm looking for. It's right over here. Oh, no, this is the screen I'm looking for. Was it still running? Ooh, better close out some of these windows. There we are. Yep, it is finished running. So we'll see how that works. Also, I want to run my Gator Trader and see if that's running up too. It's also a different format. Close some of these out so we can use the platform better. And come back over here and we'll see if this is where we have the mean reversion. Where did it go? There it is, the mean reversion Pro EA running. And as you can see with the strategy entails, we have a hard close down here under the second standard deviation Bollinger Band. Let's see if we get a close above this this level in a little while when it closes. It may activate a trade because RSI is well into the buy range, into the oversold range, which is some people consider the buy range, and also as an added step, ADX is also doing well too. So we'll see if that triggers a trade or not, and then we'll test that EA a little bit more with what we call real money. Okay, so let's get back into what's going on in the markets today. We have, first, Donald Trump is coming back. He is kissing the world right there. Trump, we don't need Strait of Hormuz open. So that's kind of an interesting little thing to point out. As a matter of fact, he's going to be whoa, we're going to start shipping oil to China. How about that? So that takes Iran completely out of the trade situation and takes away a lot of their power. So that gives us risk on, which means we might start bombing them soon too. Who knows? Bombing their military installations, hopefully not the civilian ones. The dollar is right here. Is the top currency in the world right now, as driven by the US 10 and US 30 yield. We'll get back to talk about that in just a second. And we have, yeah, and then the rest of the Pacific Rim is down here, so they're not getting any Chinese oil, I guess, but everybody else is. What else we're going to talk about? Let's come back over here and talk about the markets. We have right here the US 10 yield, and it is going through the roof, 4.54%, which is not necessarily a good sign for the U.S. economy, as it is costing a lot of people money, as well as the U.S. government is being cost money because their interest rate is, which I think is now $1 trillion every quarter or something like that, just went up. So this is could break the government, could break the back of the American government. We'll see. Some people are applauding that. I am not. I don't want to see that happen because that could possibly usher in social unrest and therefore communism. And I do not like communism. Let's see. The real estate market's still going to get hammered today. 5.09% on the US 30 yield. So we're looking at the real estate market getting kind of languishing, continuing to languish. Euro versus the pound, going all the way up. The euro was taking the lead, and now that's starting to change a little bit. We'll see how that continues. Right now, they're both kind of in the same path. DXY, right there. Starting to pull back a little bit underneath the bottom of that ceasefire gap. So we got this gap that opened up here since the ceasefire happened on like Saturday, I think. But we'll see if this gap gets filled in or not. It was a brief run here to see if it was going to get filled in, and then it didn't. So we'll see if that fills this gap finally. Dollar versus the euro versus the dollar, down, coming back up to 116.35 though. So it may have found a short bottom. It's got a lot of support right here, as indicated by these candles right here. We'll see if it still holds. Pound versus the dollar right here. It is looking about the same as the euro, about the same, falling out of this support area. We'll see if that support area holds a little bit harder, and maybe we get a bounce off of that. That's another place you might want to enter the market. Again, not trading advice, just my my humble opinion. What have we got here? Dollar versus the Swissy, and it is going up a little bit on the DXY, but not that much with strength in the DXY. Dollar versus the yen, 158.48. That's a big jump, up 118 pips. On the overnights. And then the pound versus the yen, down. So we've got a split in the European crosses versus the, European pairs versus the North American yen pairs. So the pound, Great British pound, the pound versus the yen is down. Euro versus the yen is down. Canadian dollar versus the Canadian is up. That is, again, something I wish I could figure out how to trade this. Probably just working on the daily charts is probably the best way to do that, because it's got some very nice daily trends, but we've got to set a wide pretty wide stop loss on those two to keep from getting stopped out here, which is where I got stopped out on the last trade, is in this downturn here that ended up turning positive. So it'd have to, might be another area to consider how to trade the Canadian, dollar versus the Canadian. Right now I don't recommend it. I haven't figured it out yet, so because I keep getting stopped out, probably because my accounts are small and can't handle a big stop loss. At any rate, Canadian versus the yen is right here, because the object is grow money, not just throw it to the markets and see what happens. You can go to a casino and do that. Canadian versus the yen is right here, 115.29. Starting to come off a little bit. Interesting. So the only yen cross that's up is the dollar versus the yen. So dollar is, again, taking hold of the currency markets. NYMEX crude oil is right here at 150 cents. There we go. That sounds better than 150, because that would top our 2008 weekly high close of 145. I don't think it's ever hit 150, but you know, it's good at some point. Aussie versus the dollar. Down, coming off the 75, pretty hard. Coming off the 72 back into 71.55 land. So that might be a place to consider a bounce, possibly. They want to go a little bit further, though. Gold versus the dollar, coming down and finding support right there at the 2027 weekly high close, about 45.50. We'll see if that holds. Platinum, off. Palladium off, silver off. Let's see what happened in the software sector yesterday. IGV is the software sector. It was up 2.3 yesterday. HubSpot finally found some footing at 2.59. Salesforce also found a little bit of footing, up $1. Intuit up $1.77. GoDaddy down $0.50. Adobe up 40 cents. NVIDIA up 4.3%. I'm sorry. Adobe's down 94%. I read the percentages, not the prices on that. So IGV is up 2. HubSpot is up almost $4.50. Salesforce up almost 2. Intuit up almost 7. Wow, look at that. GoDaddy off still almost $0.50. And then Adobe is I'm a customer for most of these, so it is what it is. NVIDIA is right here, still up almost $10. That's on the AI chip manufacturing trade. It's still going on, has been going on for quite some time now. And Upwork right there at coming off almost 4%, down to 8.8. I'm taking particular pleasure in that. Watching the stock of this company crash, because I used to work with them, and they were a source of income for me for a little while. Now they're not. But at any rate, that is the way that works. That is about all I've got for today. If you've got any questions, by all means, hit me up in the comment section. If you like this video, then hit me up, or then hit the don't hit it, just click it. You don't have to be that strong with it. Just click the thumbs up button, and if you want to see more of these videos, then subscribe to the channel, and you will get notified of when I put out more videos. And sometimes we're just out playing around in the New England day. Right now it's cold and rainy, so I don't think now's not a good time to go outside and do stuff. But at any rate, that's all I've got for today. You guys have a great one, and I will talk with you later. There's no video tomorrow since it's Saturday. My Sunday recap usually covers anything we could talk about on Saturday, and that's about all I've got. So you guys have a great one. Talk to you later. Happy Friday. Bye.